Great to be here, Jim. Another big final at the MCG is always a great occasion, and interesting sort of tone in the box. I thought Damo was out of line a little bit.
He came in at the right time.
He tried to smooth things over a bit. Gary's birthday, and just sort of shut him down.
Yeah, he did.
Before the break.
Well, there's a couple of layers to it, Duke. I got sold up the river by the producer.
Yep. Who should
know better.
Yep.
And then Warrior had the opportunity just to let it slide through.
That's it, like a class act would.
And now the producer's saying that Warrior didn't set the story up anyway, therefore it was legitimate for me to say what had already been reported. So you came at the right time, Duke.
Now, I've covered for you enough over the 22 weeks of 100
have you had a look at the record?
No, I haven't yet.
How often do you walk around holding photos of yourself?
I've never seen it before, ever.
They always carry a couple in the back pocket.
That's unprecedented.
Well, people don't approach you, Chief. They do. And I like to have a couple. A snap's handy. I can just peel off.
I like the sort of look at me, blue steel style on the side. And when you know someone's pointed to the camera and said, "This is my best angle."
Let me have a look at that.
And I'll pose to the right, Jim. Best side. And his own wardrobe clearly hasn't.
You haven't read the depth of the article yet, where he wanted to play in the midfield.
Really?
He wanted to be let loose in the midfield.
Do you watch Australia's talent?
Could have played for another 4 years.
Do you watch Australia's Next Top Model? It's one of my favourite shows. And if the sign of a good model is they get the shot quickly. That was a 1 minute of that one, Chief. And he just said, "Yep, that's it," and off they wandered, off the ground. And what about Duke? This is a man that poses in catalogues, having a go at me for standing on the ground, which was actually where I'd used to do my work. So he's up, old pencil neck.
He's trying to turn. That's when you know you've got him.
That's it. The question I've got for you, Duke, is when's the Chiefs six-pager? Because that would interest me. He would.
I'm not sure he would fill six.
He would pose.
Not happening, Jim.
Photo. Why not, Chief?
Why not, Chief? You kicked 7 goals in one grand final, 6 in another.
Not happening.
1,200 career, third best the game's ever seen.
Maybe it's grand final work that's coming out of it.
Six-pager would be interesting.
Not sure he got 10 in the final.
I'm not sure. Just a final.
Single. Just on the one day.
We kind of dealt in the bigger ones.
It's the only thing I got nothing to come back.
He's happy with it too. Look at him.
Look at that, Chief.
He's giving himself a fist bump.
Isn't he just as happy as I've seen him all year?
It's not often you get one over the wall. You've got to take it when you do.
Hey, and Chief, take it when you do. I dip me lid here, mate. I've got nothing. I can't come back. I've got nothing.
He's a bit raw, the Wolf, tonight.
It's his birthday.
Not at all raw. Very comfortable. And looking forward to tomorrow with Spud.
He should be kind.
He'll need to be very careful tomorrow. Spud, I'm telling you now.
I noticed in there, Duke, and I don't know how closely you've read it. I haven't read it at all, but I've had mates who have let me know about a couple of things. That Spud's worked his own way into Gary's article.
And now listen, stop right there. I don't want
Quoted
you to go
himself in his
any further with that on Spud. I need to have my time with that tomorrow with the man himself.
Okay, well, this is what...
Anything else is fair game.
All right, so that...
Are you happy with the article, Gus?
Well,
you have been reading it.
Very surreptitiously.
There's photographic evidence of you
read it down here. Nick off, big
There is photographic evidence of you reading your own article.
Is it going up anywhere?
Is it going up?
No, not without my permission.
It's up.
Oh, it's up. There's a photo up.
At Triple L Footy. Gary.
My permission.
Wolf could go berserk here.
It's not a bad
Gary reading his own article.
Another couple of pages probably could have seen it out. They didn't go into a few areas I touched on, Warrior. No, I tell you, when that man asked me to do it, this is the exact...
The man being Ashley Brown. Not yet, no? The author?
Is I telling this story?
I'm asking. I want to give Ashley Brown some credit.
Cold front purple.
This come from not from the reporter. It came from the top, and then I go down to the reporter. But
Michael Lovett then.
Lee Slattery.
This is no, he doesn't do it anymore. Does he?
Michael Lovett?
Jeff Slattery.
I don't think he does. No, Michael Lovett's
Ashley
in
Brown
touch.
wrote it. It was a good man, and. When he said, "Would you do it?" This was the exact moment I thought of.
Yes.
This exact night.
More tomorrow.
Well, more so tomorrow, but there's enough idiots in this box tonight to make you think, no, I don't want to do that. There's nothing against you, but I just can't put up the 2 hours of flogs on a Friday night.
Well, Chief, I await Chief's six-pager. That would be... The photos would be illuminating, and the content, the quotes,
get the photo of the
helmet. Would like to hear.
The helmeted feature.
Wouldn't think I'd be operating in something as domestic as a footy record.
What are you, more hogs and horse kind of stuff? Or?
He's in rare form, the Chief. Actually, I'm very interested in our special guest tonight, Gary, as to whether he's seen the record.
Well, don't take the piss out of... when a massive game's about to start
Gary,
in 50
this
minutes.
great man will have a view on the record if he's seen it. Howie is down on the boundary. Firstly, welcome to you, Howie, and you've got the great Neil Baum down there with you.
I do. We've been discussing the record, and let's get it right off the top, Barmy. You said some of the photos you saw today in the record are just, in your words, extraordinary.
This is totally untrue. I've heard about this, but I haven't even looked at the record, so I'm sorry to ruin the story for you.
Because Barmy, the first thing he'd do is he gets the footy and reads the record. That's exactly what.
I can't wait.
Enjoy.
Barmy, even though you haven't seen it, this is a real man's man, and he's sort of posing like he's in a Hugo Boss style catalogue.
Barmy doesn't go in for the frivolity of this stuff. He needs to go and get ready for the game.
Are you surprised, Barmy? It just disappoints us up here.
I haven't seen it, so I can't make it a
No,
comment.
but
But knowing
Barmy.
Gary, I know that he's a man of very high standards.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Barmy.
I think there'd be some disappointment. His former senior coach.